social media company Twitter has locked the Twitter accounts of controversial Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa. Politics Nigeria reports that Ekpa was sanctioned for alleged incitement of violence in Nigeria from his base abroad. Checks by the newspaper on Ekpa's known Twitter accounts, which has over 60,000 followers, showed that his last tweet activity was on Tuesday afternoon. It's typical of him. Several persons adverse to Ekpa's agenda are believed to have petitioned Twitter, as Ekpa uses the platform to pursue the Biafra cause and lately declared a 5-day sit-at-home. The newspaper reports that the 5-day sit-at-home, which ended on Wednesday, was bloody in Imo, Enugu, and Ebonyi State. Ekpa, who described himself as a disciple of now detained IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, is widely perceived as toxic and the mastermind of the nefarious activities of the so-called unknown gunmen in Nigeria's southeast region. Although he claims to be a resident of Finland, this newspaper cannot independently verify this. Meanwhile, Nigerians from all over the world are signing a petition urging the Finnish government, the Nigerian government, and the European Union to immediately arrest Ekpa over his alleged involvement in the recent horrific sit-at-home in the southeast. Is this Nnamdi Kanu that is sending him this? Which I believe is not, because they have come out to condemn his activity. And because I've not really been following this whole thing, because at some point I just got confused what is happening. Because initially when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, this man was the person that he said he chose that would be speaking, and still be carrying the rest IPOB members along. But all of a sudden, most of the things he does, and he says, I was just like, what is happening? So I just moved on. But now, coming out again to, because IPOB will be telling you, even Nnamdi, the leadership and the publicity secretary, Ima Powerful, will tell you that there's nothing like a sit-at-home order. But the mistake they themselves are making is that, they choose a day, a particular day, whereby they will have to observe that sit-at-home order anytime Nnamdi Kanu is going to be going to court, which I believe in the first place they should cancel it at all, and that is what the government is using against them. If you are not doing sit-at-home, I think after 2 or 3 weeks when they talked about this sit-at-home, they cancelled it. But at some point they will be telling us that anytime Nnamdi Kanu's case is going to be talked about in court, that is when they have to go for sit-at-home. And that is what even those who are working against IPOB and the rest using it against them. Because if you say you are on sit-at-home order today and not tomorrow, nobody is going to be believing you for that. So I don't know who this man is working for. Ekpa, I don't know who is working for. He should be brought back to Nigeria to face charges of terrorism. Simon Ekpa Twitter and Facebook account supposed to be suspended indefinitely because he is a terror to the Igbo extraction in Nigeria. Is a nobody, nuisance, agitating for robbery and not Biafra. He needs to be repatriated to Nigeria to face murder charges. If he is not a coward, he should come to Nigeria. He stay in Finland where he is enjoying himself with his family and is causing problem here in Igbo land. Okay, to be killing themselves. Don't mind the coward. He is the one who has been causing the death of innocent youth in the southeast. The blood of the innocent will surely speak against him. Who is he working for? Because this one is not this one has deviated. He has deviated and deviated and deviated. 5 days lockdown, a pregnant woman was killed. Women lost their husband. A new life that's supposed to be brought to life was taken. And you people still call this agitation. These people, search your mind. Very dangerous criminals have hijacked the struggle. Yes, they've hijacked it. So you should stop telling us that IPOB don't know what they're saying. They've hijacked it. You can see it. The manner at which even Ekpa is saying things and giving it order, you know that something is wrong somewhere. Even the Kanu self cannot even do such a thing. And that's why when they began to see the way the sit-at-home order is going to affect the people, immediately they suspended it. But this Ekpa, or whatever he calls himself, has been on another level. He's a terrorist terrorizing the eastern part of Nigeria. What took them so long to block him? They ought to have done that. Twitter ought to have done that for a very long time. Simon Ekpa is failing the Igbos. He will regret shedding blood of the innocent. Simon Ekpa should be deported to Nigeria to face charges of terrorism. What is Nigeria government doing about this criminal? What evidence is there to show that they really want to stop the lawlessness in Southeast? Why haven't Nigeria written to the Finnish government to help them extradite this criminal? Good for him. Shebi Ito say him be vice president of a Biafra, he can obstruct any rules. Ekpa is a criminal. Please, all social media handle should be block his account and also let him be extradited to face the law. For inciting disorder here in Nigeria, please let him be dealt with accordingly. I wish we have a working government. This kind of person needs to be repatriated and face the music. To face the music. That is what ought to have been done. But what they are supposed to put more effort, they won't do that. Well, step in the right direction. They need to do more. They need to do more. He should be using microphone to announce it at home from Finland. Coward. Please, how can I sign my own petition against him? You are making Southeast a disaster while enjoying a disaster-free nation. Your jail term will be forever. Huh. Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. He should be arrested and extradited to Nigeria to face his crimes squarely. He must face it squarely because you begin to ask, who is this guy working for? Is this how Biafra is going to be achieved? If not that you have deviated, I think the best thing he would have done is to toe the line of, what's this man's name? Uche Mefo. You just leave. You just leave. I don't understand who can be trusted in this world. Who can be trusted? Who can be trusted? See the person that they just gave an inch. The next thing he started using a whole lot of miles or measurements. It's just so sad when people are just given opportunity to say one or two things or to do one or two things. They escalate and make things worse. A small boy is hiding in some hole somewhere and moving others to go and commit crime. Why he has not even been extradited back to this country amazes one. He must be arrested and brought back to Nigeria. He is the most useless man. You are in Finland setting Igbo land on fire. You and your family will suffer the fire you are setting in Igbo land. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have a take on this.